This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a daily wrestling news update for you. Lots of news today, but this is pretty cool for Canadian fans. Brock Lesnar's son, who is actually also Sable's son, Duke, has been drafted to the Medicine Hat Tigers of the WHL. Lesnar, 14, has had 13 goals, 28 points through 30 games last season, playing for the Notre Dame Hounds, which is part of a prep league, apparently. He's eligible for the 2029 NHL entry draft. So, I mean, if he actually plays for them, he'll be playing in the same arena in Medicine Hat where WWE used to go, where they haven't been for a long time. Actually, the last time they were supposed to go to Medicine Hat was a number of years ago, and pre-show ticket sales were so bad that they canceled the event. I mean, that'd be a huge deal for him. And I think Lesnar lives in Saskatchewan, so Medicine Hat is really close to Medicine Hat is in Alberta. It's really close to the Saskatchewan border, so that location makes total sense for him. As far as Goldberg's return, he says his final match is going to be in the South, and it's going to be this year. Now, WWE on their Saturday night main event special was advertising a bunch of days they're going to be doing in Atlanta in July. It's not going to be at the Georgia Dome, though, any of their shows, where, to me, if you wouldn't, maybe he'll just appear in July and then they'll announce something later in the year at the Georgia Dome. I don't know, but to me, I'm a huge Goldberg fan. I know people think I'm crazy because I would say I'd rather watch Goldberg than Bret Hart. Let me just explain why very quickly. He's realistic. He's hard hitting. He's fast. I like that. He has intensity. Bret Hart, I don't want to see a fake fight that goes for a long period of time. To me, that's just boring. I like to see something that has hard hitting action. Bret Hart and his stomp punches, whatever. If you like him, good for you. He's just not of my taste. I've always been a Goldberg fan. I'd also rather watch Ultimate Warrior or the Road Warriors than guys like Bret Hart. It's just my taste. I like fast, hard hitting, action packed matches. To me, the longer it is, I mean, I could sit through a 10, 15-minute one, but other than that, it's boring to me. Which is one of the reasons I don't like WWE's current 5-match pay-per-view formula that they've been doing. But not to digress, I hope that they do have Goldberg's final match at the Georgia Dome, which I think probably one of the best Nitros ever was that Nitro where he beat Hogan for the title at the Georgia Dome. By the way, Logan Paul did not defeat Jey Uso tonight at Saturday night's main event. It was actually Jey Uso retaining the title with the help of Cody Rhodes interfering. John Cena was also involved in the finish. I did watch it. They posted the finish up on YouTube. I didn't think Logan Paul would win. I'm sure he's eventually going to win a title. But as I said in my previous update, I'm not the biggest fan of Jey Uso. Again, he super kicks with the leg slap. It's just not realistic for me. I know the whole yeet thing that he does is over. Good for him. Nothing against him personally, just not into him as a wrestler. Damian Priest defeated the injured Drew McIntyre in a steel cage match. McIntyre is probably going to be taking some time off because he has a legitimate injury he's been working through. He is one of the highest people on the WWE roster. Maybe not at the very, very top tier, but I mean, he's in the multi-millions of dollars a year. John Cena defeated R-Truth, which I'd like to know how much R-Truth makes, because he's been around a long time. He's had a very good career. So Lena Vega defeated Chelsea Green to retain the women's U.S. title, and Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar Sami Zayn and CM Punk. The hell with the returning Bronson Reed. Yes, AJ Styles. I don't know why they don't use him more. Um, by the way, I did beat him 2 times in one night back in 2014 when he was New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. They also announced that it's going to be Chad Gable against Vikingo at the AAA WWE first show in the U.S. coming up in June. So Vikingo, I believe, has had a few AEW matches, but I think this is going to be really game changing for the whole wrestling in Mexico scene. Obviously, it's going to be huge with WWE taking over. A lot of people think they should just call it WWE Mexico instead of AAA because quite frankly, it's just like AEW in a way having this Ring of Honor brand. More people know what AEW is, so for the single Ring of Honor shows, which happen very infrequently, only pretty much for pay-per-views now. In the past, they did some tapings, but they would have been better off saying it's all AEW. I know they're going to keep the AAA name though, so whatever. But more people know the name WWE than AAA. So if you see WWE is here tonight in Mexico, and you don't know what AAA is for whatever reason, you'd be less likely to go. Frederick Sable, I don't know. She for some reason isn't my taste, but obviously her and Lesnar have been together a long time, so good for them for that. Am I surprised the Sandman outlived Sabu? No. You can never predict who's. Oh, by the way, remember when Bagwell said Marty Jannetty was going to be the next wrestler to die? Wrong, Buff Bagwell. You were completely wrong about that. It was Sabu, and I'm sure there may have been others, but Sabu was the next biggest name one to die, and I'm sad about it. But no, I mean Sandman. You can't predict. Look at the Iron Sheik. Didn't he live to be what 80ish? And Nikolai Volkov passed away much younger. I don't even know if Nikolai Volkov made it out of his 60s. He never drank, never did anything, and was a vegetarian. He said this. He actually said it to me a few months before he died that he's concerned about the Sheik, and so that's why I remember it like it was yesterday when I read Nikolai Volkov die. I'm like, how did he pass away before the Sheik? We got Lanny Poffo, who loved to say, I'm going to live to be 100 or die trying. Well, he didn't make it out of his 60s. And by the way, he didn't think I would make it to be his age when he was 55. So there you go. I mean, I'm not near 55 yet, but we'll see. You can never predict. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's good at surviving. I can say that. I can definitely say that. I'm doing well. Thank you, Randy. I had 2 very good workouts today and did DDP yoga today. I hadn't done it for a while. I'm going to get back into more serious training. I just recently posted a mini movie that I did that has about 1 million views in 3 weeks. And I'm really going to try and get my Blood Hunter movie that I was going to do a few years ago, but had some personal issues pop up to put a delay in it, and only a few scenes were filmed. So I really want to finish doing that this year. So hope everyone has a good night. And let's hope that they actually do Goldberg's retirement match in the Georgia Dome. To me, that would be really fitting and really cool to see that. And put him against Steven Regal, who they legitimately hate each other. I would love to see that. I'd love to see Goldberg spear the crap out of Steve Regal.